Good morning. I, Harshit Sharda of class 11A, is going to present a comparative study of carbon emissions by China and Bhutan. So, before starting off with the comparison, let us know what are carbon emissions. Almost everything in the world is made up of carbon, from air we breathe to the food we eat. Even we ourselves are made up of carbon. So, why are these carbon emissions such a big deal? The answer is simple: there are two sides of every coin, and because of such a versatile nature of carbon and it having so much compound, its second side is equally dangerous. Many of its compounds are very harmful to the environment, so every country must keep a check on their carbon emissions. And today we will be going to compare between the world's most carbon producing country China and the only carbon negative country Bhutan. Before starting off with the comparison, let us know about some harmful effects of carbon emissions. Firstly, geographical changes. Many carbon compounds like CO2 causes greenhouse effects, which significantly increase the temperature of Earth. Because of the warmer temperature, air gets heated and the wind pattern changes significantly, and which leads to the changing weather and seasons. Next, increasing incidence of severe weather. There is a significant rise in the number of natural calamities occurring each year. Mostly these are like cyclones, flooding, and droughts, which are caused because of the carbon emissions, and these are very disastrous in the nature. Next, change in food supply. As there is a change in geographical condition that keeps a drastic effect on agriculture and industry too, because the cropping patterns depend upon the temperature and rainfall of a region, but that would change because of the geographical changes. The food supply will be totally different in next years. And last, the shrinkage of water supplies. The water requirement would increase. Because of the drought, there would be less water in many regions, and because of the flood, many regions would be submerged inside the water. And because of the more temperature, we will get more thirsty and we will require more water. So there would be a shrinkage of water supply also. Now let's move to the comparison of China and Bhutan in carbon emissions. So we can see the China is the largest emitter of carbon in the world till 2006. We have here a graph from 1992 to 2017 of 25 years range, and we can see in the 25 years the carbon emissions have been increased by 4 times in China, which is a lot. And same if we see to Bhutan, it is completely opposite to its neighbor. Bhutan has minimal carbon emission and is the only carbon negative country in the world. And in those 25 years, the carbon emissions have merely doubled themselves, just above double. And if we compare with to them in a graph, we can see the difference clearly. Bhutan is not even visible in front of China. It is also because of population, because China is 1800 times more population, so it would be more precise for us to compare them on the basis of per capita carbon emissions. So let's move to that. Per capita carbon emissions of China. So we can see in those 25 years, the per capita emission has also increased by 3.5 times in China. And on the other hand, in Bhutan, it has remained constant between those all 25 years, which is a very good figure, and it is a very significantly better than China. So if we compare this also, we can see the difference between China and Bhutan. One person in Bhutan produces very less carbon dioxide in comparison to one person in China, which is a very good figure. So we can conclude that despite of being less developed than China, Bhutan has a much cleaner environment and a much healthier environment to live in. So is China really developed, or it's just about the technology that is being developed in China and the basic facilities are being ignored? Lastly, I want to thank you to listen to me, and it's over.